You say you've been bullied on the bench.
Absolutely.
Who bullies you?
Male judges have bullied me. Female judges have bullied me. I have had two of my best female judge friends have retired because of bullying. There are a number of female judges around the country who have retired, a few more in Michigan who I know who've retired or stepped down because they can't take the bullying. When I was pregnant with my twins, the chief judge called and said, "So I hear you need a lot of time off." And I said, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "Well, I hear you're pregnant and need a lot of time off." I said, did you talk to my doctor? Do you know something I don't know? I said, "I've never taken maternity leave off. When I had my middle child, I delivered her on a Thursday, and by Wednesday, I was arguing a case in front of the Court of Appeals and won. So I don't know what you're talking about." And then he backed off. But I was, I've copied off bench books. Thankfully, the Michigan Judicial Institute has a lot of bench books, and they are 300 to 800 pages. Printed them off. I'm used to reading paper. I like to tab them, so I have them on the bench. Chief judge came and accused me of stealing paper. So I bought 4 boxes of paper and brought them in. He didn't bother to ask. I had my own printer, my own computer, and I bring in my own paper regardless. Another judge came in and accused me and said, "Well, you're teaching and you're doing all these things, and, they're going to say that you're, not a good judge." And I said, "Well, did you know that the state court administrator's office knows that I'm teaching?" Because 2 hours a week I was teaching either from like 8 to 10 or 9 to 11 or 3 to 5. But I don't take lunch hours. I said, "Why don't you check my key card and see how many hours I put in?" I put in more than the 40 hours. No one was willing to do that.
Why?
And it
Why
goes
are they
on.
doing this?
I think because I'm outspoken, because when there's a problem, I speak up, because I speak up for the little guy, because I call them on their crap, and I don't really know. I try to do the best job I can. I think they don't like that I'm in headlines. Many, everybody's, like you said, familiar with Nassar, but I said no to the Detroit bankruptcy. I had the Dr. Mercer, who's passed now, but allegedly killed his wife. I had Ricky Holland, who the adoptive parents murdered him. I've had a lot of high-profile cases. I've been in the media. The computer and God put me there. I did nothing to do that. I do not believe in that's the way it's always been done. When you say that to me, I'm going to undo whatever it is that you've just told me, because that tells me that we need to look under that carpet because something's wrong. And I'm always the one who says, we're not doing that today. In fact, my staff says, "Why is it always you who speaks up?" Well, somebody has to. And I never worry about the consequence to me. They want to get me off the bench, I will go take other employment. I will always be employed. I have enough confidence in myself that I'm going to do the right thing, and to hell with anybody else. I have to live with myself. And I'd rather be the voice than the silent one who is a co-conspirator to any crime or any negativity. As I always say, don't just take a seat at the table, because there's that whole thing about take a seat at the table, right? I want to take a seat at the table, be prepared, and be the light, the chandelier that shines on everyone. And I think that is our role in the world. And I will not be a silent woman ever.